Hi, everybody. This is MoveEasy Yoga with Via. It is December 13th, 2022. I'm in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and you are wherever you are. And maybe it's a different date for you, even if you're using this on the video, if you're using a YouTube. We're going to start in the regular fashion, just lying down supine, lifting your legs, bending your knees, and putting your calves on a chair or a bench. And just staying here and breathing for 7 minutes. If you hear any noises, and there could be noises mainly coming from my place, I guess, because everyone else is muted. Oh, Kathy isn't, I guess. Just let them be part of your meditation practice. Let the sound, the beginning of it and the end of it, be something you're aware of with your breath. Stay where you are. Put your tongue, curl your tongue and put it at the roof of your mouth, or put your tongue at the seam between your front teeth and your roof of your mouth. And move slowly, move your head from left to the right. And finish up. Bring your head back to center. Don't move anything except your eyeballs for vagus nerve reset. Shift your eyeballs to the right and wait for a sigh, swallow, yawn, or gulp. And then shift your eyeballs to the left. And do this 2 more times without my cueing, 2 sets. Right, left, right, left. Don't move anything but your eyeballs. Releasing the vagus nerve helps us to relax and heal. It also has an social component to it where it helps us become more empathetic to other people. So we become more social. And in a way, that's what more people are talking about nowadays, is this social component. Maybe the people in the world who are mad at each other and mad at everything, maybe vagus nerve reset could reset that. And Kathy's done, and I'm going to finish up here. And then come back to center. And head ramping, you can change what's under your occipital ridge. It doesn't have to be your pillow. It can be a set of balls, therapy balls. Yeah, or it can be a sponge ball. Just press the occipital ridge into whatever's underneath it and hold. And release. And do that 10 more times. No, 6 more times, 6 times altogether. If you have more time in your home practice, you can do 10. We're time bound here. And now it's time for a breathing practice. Let's do Viloma breathing. Just dividing your breath into three parts, your inhale into three parts, and doing a normal exhale. So inhale, 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 and then exhale. If you want to exhale through pursed lips, that's another way to enhance your exhale. Finish up. Shove your chair away from your body. We're going to do a hypopressive. Continue to lie on your back. We're going to do the hypopressive with bridge. So, lying on your back, you may want to take your balls away and put your towels back underneath your head. I'm going to do that. Your heels are on the floor, your feet, your toes are up toward the ceiling. You're going to take 3 normal breaths. I'll guide you through those breaths. At the end of that, you hold your breath, no breath. You try to spread, you feel a scoop in your belly and a spread of the rib cage. And as I'm counting, you have lifted your hips up high and brought your arms overhead. And then after the count of 15, you can come back down and have a normal breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way out. Exhale, last one. Lift your hips, bring your arms overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, the butt comes down, and exhale, the arms come down. Let's do it one more time. Remember, the heels are down, the toes are up. So dorsiflexing the feet. And inhale, normal inhale, normal exhale. Good, push your lips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale all the way out. Hold your breath out, no breath. Spread your rib cage, scoop your belly, bring your hips up and your arms overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, the hips drop and the arms come down. Okay, let's do some basic, let's go up to a seated position and do the floor seated exercises. the floor-seated triplet. Remember, you can cross your legs, or you could be on your knees, or any other floor-seated position. Starting with your right arm out, slides along the floor. Keep your hips on the floor. Bring your left arm up and over. We're going to hold here for 40 seconds. Up and over. So the elbow is toward the ceiling for now. And now bring the elbow forward in front of you, parallel to the floor for the last 20 seconds. Stretching the latissimus dorsi, the armpit. And then the elbow comes up and the torso comes up. Switch sides. Left arm along the mat, right arm up and over. Breathing, being aware of the breath and being aware of the body and what is moving or what is stretching. The elbow is straight up toward the ceiling for now, and now it comes down in front of you. And still side bending, but adding an armpit stretch. Elbow up, torso up. Come onto your knees if you can. Maybe you need a cushion for this, but I know that's not exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the cross knees with the wrist twist. So cross your knees in front of you, stack knees it's called. Sorry for the confusion. Stack your knees so that one's on top of the other. And then bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing each other, and then take the, let's see, we can do either one. Let's take the right hand up and over. Oops. We start with I'm sorry. Okay, start with the hands, the back of the hands touching.
Yes.
And now take the one arm up. No, let's see what happens.
Back of the hands touching but not crossed.
Touching but not crossed. That's the problem. Okay, let me see something. The back of the hands touching.
Bring your hands. There
Because
you go.
the thumbs are towards this floor. Okay, I got that totally mixed up. All right, senior moment. I get to claim it. Okay. Back of the hands, thumbs toward the floor, the hands, back of the hands touching. And now the right hand comes up and over and interlace your fingers. And now bring your hands down towards your lap and then up towards your chin. And then find this position. I'm going to have to leave it for a minute to punch the timer. Find this position and stay here. Just this is one of my favorite positions because it does so much, because the stacked knees open the hips. And then we're doing this big wrist twist. And good posture, hopefully good posture as well. Sitting tall. Maybe you can even find your abdominals and hold them in, brace them. And unravel. Switch legs. So the one that was on top is now on the bottom. If you can't stack, do the best you can. You may want to sit on a pillow or a brick to help you do this. Now let's see if I can do this right this time. Thumbs are down, I know that. And the hands are, the back of the hands are touching. And then this time the left hand comes up and over, clasps the other hand, And then you start moving towards the lap, towards the chin. Sit tall. I'm gonna unclasp so I can push the button, but you shouldn't do that. And sit tallish and stackedish as best you can. Maybe you're seated on a brick. Wrist twist. Stack knees with wrist twist. And then unravel everything and find your way onto your back for some supine basic hip and then shoulder movements. So on your back, feet on the floor to start, and then you're going to lift one foot, but it's the knee that comes up. Keep the leg in a 90-degree angle and bring it up. And then come down. And the other side. And come up. Feel the abdominals working. You can even pull them in to engage them and spread the rib cage. That same movement we talked about before. And then the second set, right? And left. Feel the abdominal work here. Number 3. This is leg lifts. Actually, I think this is one alternative in Kathy's leg lifts, in Kathy's core work. 4, this is 4. If you don't feel the abdominal work, try to find it, grab it, and feel it. And this is, I think this is the last one. Leg lifts, these are just basic movements at the hip. And now the feet are on the floor and you're going to just, these are called knee drops. You're going to drop your right knee out to the right. It may or may not go as far as mine or Kathy's, and then bring it back. If you feel it in the hip flexor, you've gone too far, because this is a movement that's working the outer and inner edges of the thigh. Left thigh. Maybe I'll call it that. Knee drops. Right knee, right thigh. Left. Third set, we're going to do 6. Left side. 4th set. You should feel the ab work here. The core is the stabilizer. Number 5. Six. Come on back. Hug your knees and rock your knees from side to side. And now grab your therapy balls, a set of therapy balls, big ones is what I recommend. And if you, I think everybody has therapy balls. Go ahead and put them where am I? Put them at as low as you can by your tailbone. And this is really basically a movement to release the obturatus. And no, let's see, what is it called? Let me see what it's called. It's called the Obturator internus. It's a little muscle that's at the inner edge of the pelvis. And you're trying to reach it. You're going to lift your legs up into a tabletop and then just open and close them 6 times. If they start to shake, it's because they need you. They need this movement. 3, 4, mine are shaking. I guess I should have done this. You should do this more often in class. Let's do 2 more. Open, close, and open, and close. Drop your feet, lift your hips, remove the ball. Stay here. We're going to do some shoulder work, some basic shoulder movements. Supine. Arms start here with arms right ahead, overhead. So your feet are flat on the floor, your pelvis is in neutral, and your arms overhead. And you're just going to pull the arms. Let's see, this is a scapula movement. This is scapula, protraction, and retraction. So when you protract, you're going to pull the scapula away from each other, scapulae. And then when you retract, you'll pull the scapula towards each other. When that happens, your arms move, but think of this as a scapula movement. So protraction, scapula comes apart, retraction, scapula comes together. 3 more times. Think of what's happening. The arms come along for the ride. And finish up. Finish up and stay here. And let's see, take a breath. I'm gonna choose the exhale or the inhale in a minute. Take a breath. And then on an exhale, bring your arms overhead by your ears. Overhead arms. My left arm doesn't come as far as my right because of my broken arm. It's still not quite right. And then come on back. And inhale and come on out. Open, overhead arms. This is a classic, basic, functional movement that we lose as we age if we don't do this. Number 3, well, maybe that's 4, but let's call it 3. Overhead and return. You can feel the abdominals pulling you back. 4. And come on back. 5. And come on back. And 6. And come on back. I want to try something. I forgot to tell you, you needed a sponge ball, but let's try a sponge ball between the shoulder blades. Supine. So find your sponge ball. Sponge ball. You probably still need something to put your head on. Maybe something more to put your head on. And then while you're here, I want you to do this. So you're opening your chest, and I want you to bring your arms back in cactus pose. So if they don't reach the floor, I want you to find something, put something underneath them, more towels or a blanket or a something, pillow, so that you're touching the floor. I'm gonna have to get some washcloths. And I'm gonna get some more washcloths for my head too, because of the what I did. So I'm gonna have 3 sets of washcloths in a row. One is the middle one is higher than the others, or could be higher. And then the arms are in cactus and resting on the. We're gonna do that for 40 seconds more, 40 seconds more. So this is a lot of setup, you guys, but it's also a lot of chest opening. You should feel a stretch right at the armpit, the front of the armpit. Well, that's a lot of opening for me. Okay, come on up to, let's see here. What have I got next? To standing for 6-point foot release. I'm not going to stand because maybe I am. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen today? Remove the spotlight. Let's just let Kathy do this one. Find your balls. You're going to need just one ball, one-sided, one half of a ball. The first position is position number 1 is up at or just below the metatarsal mound. I'm going to be here for 40 seconds. So we're doing the long version. Sometimes I do 30 seconds, sometimes I do 40. Remember that you can open and add on by opening and closing your toes, spreading and closing your toes. For any of these, where that feels available to you, you can do that. We're going to stay on the right side. There are 6 locations. We're staying for 40 seconds each. Go ahead and go to the center of your foot. So this is a kind of a balancing pose. So you should be doing this with a wall beside you or a chair beside you or something that you can hang on to if you need to. Okay, the third position is at the edge of the heel, the calcaneus, or in the middle. It's take your pick. To me, this feels as if I have a high heel on. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3. Now the fourth position, come back up to the center and go to the outside edge of the center of the foot. Ooh, this feels really good. I guess I needed it. Been doing something good. And then come straight across to the inner edge of the foot and press on that. So one time Parvin asked me, how hard should you press? And in some ways that's a personal choice. You don't want to press so much that you're just spending all your focus on effort. I think you need to press and then kind of enjoy, press and enjoy. So it's not in the efforting as much. But if you put if you're standing and you put your body weight on the ball at the particular location I've mentioned, you will have some pressure. It will your body weight will create the pressure. Come on back up on the inside edge of the foot towards the big toe mound. Find a place there. This kind of work increases your circulation, which is a very good thing. When you get older, your circulation, you lose circulation in your legs. So this is a way to reclaim that. Go ahead and go to the other side and go to the first position, which is at the metatarsal mound. And starting 40 seconds. You can do this seated also. So if you are watching TV, you could do this series. Go to the center of the foot. 40 seconds. Remember that you can spread the toes and curl them as an add-on to this movement. Third position is at or on the calcaneus or at the edge of the calcaneus. Take your pick. The fourth is to come up, back up to the center and go to the outside edge of the foot. Oh, this side feels really nice too, or really like, well, nice, but as in, oh, I really need this. That kind of nice. Go straight across to the inside edge of the foot and find a place to press. Spread and curl. Last one, go up on the inside edge of the foot towards the big toe mound. Okay. That's the end of the series. You may want to wiggle your feet, walk around. See if you can feel the difference. And then find your way to the wall for the back bend at the wall, standing back bend at the wall. So Kathy has to set up a little bit for this. You can go ahead and start if you want. You're standing with your back at the wall, and you just bring your arms up and over, elbows forward, up and over, arms up and over, and see if you can touch the wall with your hands. And just stay here and breathe. So remember that your hips, ankles, and knees are all stacked. The chest this is a big chest opener back extension. So that's where you should feel the lift, is at the chest, at the sternum. It's kind of like the back extension on prone, but you're standing. And now release that. And let's do the spine twist at the wall. So just the right leg is forward, the left leg is back, and bend your elbows and rotate to the right. Stay here and breathe. Let your arms help you with your twist. Strengthening your spine and creating flexibility, creating both flexibility and strength in the spine. Switch sides, unravel. Go to the other side. The left leg is forward, the back leg, the right leg is back. Bend your elbows. And then rotate your entire thoracic spine to the left. Your hips are still forward. But yeah, the hips stay forward. Go ahead and rotate. Oh, you're just sitting on your hips. Yeah, the hips really should. This is a version of the what's it called in yoga? Well, I've forgotten the name, so I don't get to tell you. But it's a great twist. Find your way onto the floor for the prone back extension. I have to put a something underneath my pelvis because it's very sensitive. I don't know whether any other people have to do that. I put a blanket underneath my pelvis. Lie on the floor. Your arms are at your side, palms up. And then take an inhale to prepare. And an exhale to come up. The chest, the head, the arms lift up. And stay here if you can. And if your lumbar hurts, lumbar or spine hurts, drop your position a little bit. If otherwise, you may want to go up just a little bit. And then inhale and exhale and come back down to the floor. Now we're going to add on, we're going to do airplane, or you can stay here and just do the arms up. So inhale and exhale, the arms come up, the chest, the head. Inhale again and exhale, the arms come out into airplane. Stay here if you can. And again, if this bothers your lumbar, you've gone too far, you need to drop a little or maybe even come all the way down. Otherwise, stay here, and if you can, lift just a little higher at your chest. And breathe. And remember, come down early if you need to. This is a tough one. Inhale, and then exhale, and come on down. And now bring your arms out into a T. And look to the right. And bring your right leg up and over the left, behind the left. So your hips and your legs move any way you want, but you want to keep your chest on the floor. Your chest, your shoulders, your armpits on the floor. I love this one. You can do this one without doing the prone back extension. It really opens up the thoracic spine. We're going to be here for 10 more seconds. You can just wiggle, stretch. I like to kind of try to feel the movement that I create in the thoracic spine. Come on back and look to the left, the other side. Your left leg comes up and over behind you. And remember to keep your whole upper body, chest, armpits on the floor. Okay. Find your way onto your back for Yoga Nidra 61-point guided meditation. You may want to put a towel over your eyes. You may want to put a blanket, depending on where you are, you may want to put a blanket over you. The idea is to rest, to feel safe and secure. I'm going to stop my video so I don't have to watch me talk. Now allow your awareness and your attention to flow to the points that I mentioned without moving any part of your body. Beginning with your breath, breathe in and out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your attention and awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes the 61-point Yoga Nidra guided meditation. Go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you on the mat and your arms overhead and stretch and wiggle and right side and left side and both sides. Try to create a little bit of extra space between your pelvis and your rib cage. And wiggle your fingers and your toes. And rotate your ankles and your wrists in one direction and then in the other. And hug your right knee to your chest. I love you, knee. And then extend your right leg on the mat and hug your left knee to your chest. I love you, knee. And extend that leg along the mat. Both legs extended now, both legs, knees bent, and hug your knee, both knees, and rock from side to side. Feel the release that you're creating for your lumbar spine, and you're also massaging your organs here. Whenever you're ready, go roll all the way to the side and stay here. This is our gratitude moment, staying here and finding some gratitude for yourself and your cells and your fellow students and your teacher. Just feel grateful that you came and feel the gratitude that your body has for the fact that you came. It's all in there. And whenever you're ready, just pull yourself up to a floor-seated position. And I'm going to remove the spotlight. And I can see everybody. I hope you can see everybody. Find a floor-seated position and put your hands together. Press strongly so you can feel maybe, oops, I can feel something back here. Strong, 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 and then just release. I want you to pull your occipital ridge up away from your shoulders so that you can fold your skull forward, bowing, nodding, and noticing that we're all, well, each of us is a light and we're all one light. And this is what yoga is about, finding all of that. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and we'll close the class by saying namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Via.
Thank you.
I'm gonna